I am Emmanuel Ado, founder of the Young African Leaders Summit and Young Global Leaders Network. Yeah, so the Young African Leaders Summit started in 2019, and this is our second edition of this summit, and it's been very interesting, very entertaining, and you could see a lot of improvement in this year's summit as well. This summit, in this summit we had about 25, 26 African countries participating, and the numbers were really huge. People coming from, afar Africa. So we see it as a plus for the organization. As every organization, yes, there will be challenges when it comes to logistics and others, but we've been able to pull this through by building a solid team that we're committed to their responsibility, and that ensures that this summit takes place and that every individual participating in this summit really, we really feel that impact and that knowledge exchange that is part of our priority is really seen across. So we believe that it has been a real success. Yeah. So this year's summit we plan having our Model African Union conference and a debate competition, but obviously we couldn't do this too because of the time factor. But we had a lot of panel discussions, panel sessions where most members or delegates were really interactive and empowered and motivated and mentored by experienced panelists that came for this year's summit. So aside the panel session, we also have keynote speeches. Um, tomorrow, by God's grace, we will be having our bonfire conversation, which will center around leadership and knowledge exchange. And so I believe that this informal conversation with delegates will permit or allow them to freely, and confidently share experience where we will both learn the best practices that works for each. Some of the challenges has to do with COVID. COVID has presented a new situation where people have to pay for COVID fees. People have to pay for extra fees for their COVID testing. And I think some of the challenges also has to do with the fact that many people feel that as Africa we need to be one, and there shouldn't be separate fees for Africans. We have ECOWAS people paying $50, and we have non-ECOWAS paying $150. So this was a huge challenge, especially for those that are non-ECOWAS countries who couldn't participate because they had to pay an extra $150. I believe this probably was one main challenge. But at the end of the day, the participation, even in the era of COVID, was quite huge as compared to that of 2019. So we're hoping for a bigger one next year, where hopefully there wouldn't be COVID. Our expectations are met. We expected to have about 20 countries participating, which we have about, I think, between 23, 24 countries participating. Um, and the reason for this has to do with the fact that we want the impact to go across Africa. And so I believe that that thing that we set for ourselves, those goals have been met adequately. Yeah, so next year summit, we've had countries submitting proposals that they want to host. So we are still going through and reviewing, and hopefully we should be able to make a decision by end of the year. Next year we are looking at targeting about 1,000 youth across Africa. And the reason for this target has to do with the fact that we want to expand and in terms of the impact that we want to create across Africa. We want to make huge exponential impact. So that's a target for us for next year, and that's one difference that we hope to make. And also next year, we want to bring to delegates, we want to bring to the doorsteps of delegate decision makers, governors, and top politicians who make decisions, presidents or heads of state. We want to be able to bring them together so that delegates can have that opportunity to discuss, interact with them, and firsthand tell them what we believe will work for us as youth of Africa. So we are very pleased with our partners. Our partners have been phenomenal. This event would not have achieved this success without our partners. And so we are really, really excited to have them on board. I believe that they've really had value for their money as well. And we are also appealing to many organizations or all organizations, international organizations, to really come on board to join this train of impacting Africa and changing lives across Africa. My last words for the youth is that let us keep hope alive. Let us take the bull by the horn. Let us be able to let us believe in ourselves and believe that we can be the change that we want to see. We can change Africa, the African continent. Together with one purpose, we can develop this continent of ours.